Police identify culprits behind millions of stolen telco accounts. Heavy rainfall in Peninsula, East Coast and Western Sarawak until January. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2 with me, RENEE. Police have uncovered the identities of the culprits behind the alleged theft of data from more than 46.2 million cellular service accounts. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Mohamed Fuzi Harun said that while police have not pinpointed the specific event that led to the data breach, investigators were narrowing down the possibilities. He said the leak of data is said to have occurred during a particular company's data transfer process, where some of the staff could have taken advantage of the situation and gained the information.
Ini berlaku semasa ada satu syarikat yang terlibat dalam dia membuat pemindahan data tu. Pada ketika itu mungkin ada dia kalangan staf-staf berkenaan tu mengambil kesempatan daripada transaksi yang berlaku itu tadi. Data ni melibatkan juga service provider kita. Jadi kita sedang bekerjasama dengan semua service provider yang berkaitan untuk mengenal pasti punca perkara ini berlaku.
He said this at the closing ceremony of the annual assembly between police and civil servants at the Police College in Cheras today. Tan Sri Mohamed Fuzi went on to rule out the possible involvement of syndicates in what is believed to be the largest personal data theft in Malaysian history. The IGP said investigators will also continue to meet with affected cellular providers to gain more details about the source who leaked the data online. Last month, tech news portal lawyat.net reported that 46.2 million mobile numbers from virtually all Malaysia cellular service providers had been stolen and made available for sale online. In another development, Tan Sri Mohamed Fuzi said police have launched an investigation into the loss of several backup tapes belonging to the CIMB banking group. The IGP said indications pointed that it was not an act of sabotage, despite it being imported data.
Dan setakat yang kita tahu hasil daripada siasatan yang dibuat tadi, kita belum dapat apa-apa lead lagi, tetapi mungkin ada sedikit unsur kecuaian yang melibatkan staf yang mengendalikan pita data tersebut.
Tan Sri Mohamed Fuzi added that while the case was currently classified under Section 379 of the Penal Code for theft, it could also be classified under another section as the investigation was still ongoing. The tapes containing customer information of CIMB Bank and its subsidiaries were lost in transit during routine operations. However, they do not contain any authentication data such as PINs, passwords or credit card security numbers. Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, Dato' Sri Madius Tangau, is urging for an act relating to space-related issues or space debris to be created. Speaking in Parliament today, he said this is to facilitate a guideline for monitoring the situations and activities in space. This matter came to light following reports of the possibility of China's first prototype space station, Tiangong-1, of falling in Malaysia. Dato' Sri Mahathir said that the ministry, together with the National Space Agency Angkasa, will continue to monitor and constantly keep in contact with China's Space Agency for any latest information on the matter. He added, should Tiangong-1 fall to Earth, there remains the possibility that it will burn up due to friction with the atmosphere.
Pihak MOSTI, terutama sekali Angkasa, agensi Angkasa, kita memantau keadaan ini. Pertamanya kita berhubung dengan pihak negara China dan juga agensi-agensi yang berkaitan tentang keadaan sebenarnya. Tapi untuk pengetahuan orang ramai, sebenarnya apabila satelit ini berlaku re-entry ke atmosfera, dia sebenarnya hancur. Ya, dia sebenarnya hancur. Tetapi ada juga kemungkinan yang dia boleh hancur. Ya.
States in the east coast of the peninsula as well as western Sarawak are expected to receive heavy rainfall that could trigger floods during the northeast monsoon season from this month until January. Science, Technology and Innovation Minister Datuk Sri Madius Tangau told the Dewan Rakyat today that during the period, the Meteorological Department Met Malaysia expected the country to receive heavy rainfall of up to 5 times than average that could lead to massive floods.
Tinjauan cuaca di Semenanjung, Kelantan dan Terengganu dijangka menerima curahan hujan bulan sekitar 700 mm bagi bulan November dan Disember 2017. Pahang dan Timur Johor dijangka menerima curahan hujan bulanan sekitar 700 mm pada bulan Disember 2017 dan 450 mm pada Januari 2018. Keadaan ini boleh mengakibatkan berlakunya banjir, terutamanya di kawasan-kawasan lembah, sungai dan kawasan rendah.
Datuk Sri Madius added that Sabah, particularly the areas in Kudat and Sandakan, are also expected to receive heavy rainfall beginning December until January next year. He also said that up to 500 millimeters of rain is forecast to fall in Kuching and Samarahan, Sarawak in January next year. The last flood relief centre in Johor, located in Tanjung Tohor, was officially closed today after 22 evacuees who had been placed there were finally allowed to return home. In a statement issued by the District Flood Management Department Secretariat, it was found that post-flood works by relevant agencies and departments in the affected area had been completed and that the area was safe. However, security agencies will continue to monitor the area until the flood situation has fully recovered. The Tanjung Tohor was opened on Tuesday after the water level at Kampung Sungai Pulai in Muar began to rise. The construction of the Nasrul Quran, the world's second largest Quran printing complex, has entered phase 2, reaching 78.4% completion. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Sri Jamil Khair Baharom, informed Dewan Rakyat today the centre is expected to be completed and will start operation as scheduled on December 31st. Datuk Sri Jamil added that phase 1 of the construction was completed on June 13th and was officiated by Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi. Construction of the centre began on April 15, 2016 on a land with a total area of 5.514 acres in Precinct 14, Putrajaya. Currently, there are 14 printing machines at the centre, which has received requests for 275,000 copies of the Quran and other religious materials to be printed. The centre is regulated by a board trustee council comprising the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, Finance Ministry, Putrajaya Corporation, Federal Territories Islamic Religious Council and Yayasan Restu, which acts as the secretariat for the project. The Foreign Ministry today confirmed that 6 Malaysians were involved in yesterday's train collision at Joo Koon Mass Rapid Transit Station in Singapore. In a statement, Wisma Putra said the Malaysian victims sustained injuries and have been taken to a nearby hospital to receive medical attention. Wisma Putra said the High Commission of Malaysia and Singapore is working closely with the local authorities to monitor and obtain further updates on the incident. It added that Malaysians involved in the incident and require consular assistance are advised to contact the High Commission. A total of 517 passengers were reported to be on the train travelling at 16 kilometers per hour when it knocked into a stationary train at the Joo Koon station on the east-west line. 29 passengers were injured in the incident, but no casualties were reported so far. Train service between Joo Koon and Tuas Link stations has been suspended for the authorities to carry out investigations. Bus bridging services were provided for affected passengers. An agreement has been reached between vendors at the Jalan Tiong Food Court and Mass Rapid Transit Corporation Berhad MRT Corp to allow government development works in the area. This was announced by Gerakan Vice President Dato' Dr. Dominic Lau Ho Chai after a discussion in the capital with the affected parties and MRT Court representatives. 13 vendors have agreed to move temporarily to a new business plot with the help of the Kuala Lumpur City Hall. The project, which was slated to begin in December, however, had to be deferred. The Education Ministry said the results of Ujian Penilaian Sekolah Rendah UPSR 2017 will be announced on Thursday, November 23rd. In a statement, the ministry said candidates will receive their test results from their schools starting at 10 a.m. The ministry added that candidates can also access their results via SMS by texting their UPSR exam registration number to 15888. The statement read that the SMS service will be activated starting 10 a.m. on the same day and will end at 6 p.m. on November 29th. A total of 443,794 candidates set for the UPSR this year at 8,085 examination centres nationwide. Sex education in schools has been implemented nationwide through the Reproductive and Social Health Education (PEERS) course since 1989. Education Minister Dato' Sri Mat Zee Khalid said PEERS was formulated and implemented in Malaysia according to the collective development stage and age appropriateness.
PEERS adalah berasaskan kemahiran kecekapan psikososial untuk meningkatkan kesedaran, membantu pelajar-pelajar memperolehi kemahiran, membuat keputusan yang tepat, bijak serta bertanggungjawab dalam usaha membentuk generasi muda yang sihat sejahtera, berakhlak, mulia dan bebas daripada perkara-perkara yang tidak diingini dalam masyarakat.
In his response to Member of Parliament from Langkawi, Dato' Nawawi Ahmad, Dato' Sri Mat Zee said PEERS also includes information on good nutrition and first aid to enable students to make the right, intelligent and responsible decisions. The PEERS curriculum will also be reviewed periodically to include current issues in the community and information technology usage. Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Dato' Sri S.K. Devamani, has disclosed that as of October 31st, a total of 58,254 of 138,298 graduates of the Scheme Latihan Satu Malaysia SLIM program have obtained jobs. These graduates underwent training in various companies through the program to gain soft skills and job skills experience.
1,044 graduan berjaya dibantu melalui penganjuran Carnival Kerja Slim atau program Search and Assist Slim yang dilaksanakan di seluruh Semenanjung Malaysia termasuk Sabah, Sarawak dan Labuan.
Responding to a question from Member of Parliament from Tanjung Piai, Dato' Sri Wee Jack Seng, Dato' Sri Devamani said the SLIM program includes 2 months of soft skills training followed by 10 months of on-the-job training in various companies. Changes in modern behavioral trends whereby people tend to spend more time in front of the computer and mobile devices has inadvertently caused sedentary lifestyles and the rise of chronic diseases. Health Minister Dato' Sri Dr. S. Subramaniam said a sedentary lifestyle is the main cause of chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol among the 18 to 40 years old.
Antara punca peningkatan penyakit kronik ialah kurang amalan gaya hidup sehat, tidak menjaga makanan, kurang bersenam, dan merokok dan perkara-perkara berkaitan. Terima kasih.
In his response to Member of Parliament from Kuala Kangsar, Datin Mastura Muhammad Yazid, Dato' Sri Dr. Subramaniam said 9.2% or 1 million young Malaysians are diabetic and 14.7% or 1.7 million have hypertension. The 33% from the same group have high cholesterol and 14% are obese. As a result, the rate of hospital admissions among this age group has risen twice in 4 years from 2012 to 2016. The Public Service Department, JPA, denies rumours that salaries of civil servants will be paid twice a month. JPA Director General Tan Sri Zainal Rahim Seman, in confirming the matter, said that the twice-a-month payroll system is being implemented in Brunei and not Malaysia. Tan Sri Zainal advised civil servants to not believe in any rumours on the subject, reiterating that salary payments will remain on a monthly basis. He was met during a briefing after the closing of the JPA 2017 National Language Month celebration in Putrajaya. MCA President Datuk Sri Liao Tiong Lai expressed his condolences to Tanjung MCA Youth Chief Lim Swee Bok, whose family, including 2 young children, died in a fire yesterday. Datuk Sri Liao, who is also the Transport Minister, said that MCA will support and help Swee Bok during this difficult time.
Kami juga nak ucap terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri Sri Najib yang telah pun melalui setiausaha politik Datuk Mengaji mengirim salam takzim kepada Lim Swee Bok dan juga kita amat terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri sendiri mengambil berat tentang mangsa-mangsa kebakaran.
Speaking at the wake at the Sri Saujana flats on McCallum Street, Kaut, he also urged the Police and Fire and Rescue Department to speed up investigation into the fire. Also present were MCA Deputy President Datuk Sri Dr. Wee Ka Siong and Pulau Pinang MCA Chairman Datuk Tan Teck Cheng. Swee Bok, 36, who works as an engineer at a factory in Bayan Lepas, was said to have been at work at the time of the incident. His family perished in the fire, which gutted the 2-storey house in Pintasan Sisal 5. Coming up in our business segment, SMEs need to increase productivity to become driving force of the economy.
Gaji dah nak keluar kan?
Alah, kau nak buat apa?
Dapat gaji nanti, aku nak beli Superbike.
Aku pula nak makan sedap-sedap.
Cukup duit nanti, nak pergi melancong lah. Apa kata jangan habiskan semua sekali? Mungkin boleh simpan sikit duit tu, dah boleh melabur tahu tak? Dengan hanya RM100, kita dah boleh melabur dengan AHB. Macam bangunan ni, AHB punya tau.
Kalau dah melabur, boleh kahwin dah kan?
You're still with me, RENEE. Small and medium enterprises, SMEs, must increase productivity to achieve the target of 41% contribution to the gross domestic product by 2020. Speaking at the SME Annual Showcase and SME Conference 2017 today, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak said the target was achievable, but the sector must make a transformation to push the limits of its capabilities. In addition, Datuk Sri Najib said by achieving the target, SMEs will continue to become the driving force for the economy.
I want SMEs to use it for expansion, for startup, for export, and for automation in conjunction or in relation to the 4th Industrial Revolution. I'm not quite happy about productivity. I think productivity must increase at a steeper rate. So I hope the SME community will avail themselves of this opportunity and really transform themselves.
He added with the DFTZ in place, he wants as many as 10,000 SMEs to participate and export. The event was organized by SME Corp Malaysia, an agency of the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. Malaysia's move into Industry 4.0 as well as the Internet of Things IoT technology is only possible because of the existence of its established electrical and electronics E&E sector. International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Sri Mustafa Mohamed said Malaysia is now the world's 7th largest exporter of E&E products with a total export of 287.7 billion ringgit last year.
For us to be equipped with the knowledge of what's going on around us, and that's what we are doing here. But of course, we have to move beyond that. Yeah? We have to not only understand what's going on, but more importantly, how we can seize the opportunities. IoT is a very fast-moving discipline.
He said this at the launch of IoT Malaysia today. He explained that the E&E sector had shown an upward trend in export for the past 3 years, thus making it the only industry that recorded a trade surplus for 3 consecutive years. For the first 8 months up to August, E&E exports amounted to 220.56 billion ringgit, growing 21.4% compared to the same period in 2016. The strategic collaboration between the Tourism and Culture Ministry and Trip for Asia travel agency under the National Blue Ocean Strategy and NBOS have helped customers from being cheated when looking for tour packages. Tourism and Culture Ministry Deputy Secretary General Nur Hayati Awang said through this cooperation, members of the public will also be able to book these packages without the involvement of a third party. She said this to reporters after launching the International Travel Attraction Carnival ITAC 2017 in Pulau Pinang today. A total of 53 tourism companies participated in the 2-day carnival, including Thailand and Singapore State Tourism Office, which attracted more than 20,000 visitors.
Untuk pengumuman ada 53 penyertaan, 53 attraction yang berkumpul di satu pusat untuk memudahkan orang ramai membuat perancangan percutian bersama keluarga.
And that concludes this evening's news on 2. In our top story, police identify culprits behind millions of stolen telco accounts in largest personal data theft in Malaysian history. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. Till then, I'm RENEE FOONG. Have a pleasant evening.